Hello and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the week commencing the 2nd of December until the 8th of December. We are in the final month of the year, folks. Can you believe it? Wow. And this week what we're going to be using, we're going to be getting our glitter on a wee bit, right? And we're using the Wandering Moon Tarot and we're using the Midnight Sky edition, and that's the one with the lovely iridescence. Okay, so what do I need to say? What do I need to tell you? Not really anything, actually. Just I'm just getting ready for the final week of the Kickstarter campaign. Thank you so much for all your support and encouragement. It's been amazing and we are so grateful. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really it. I've got a trip to Vienna in December and next weekend, in fact. Don't worry, there'll still be a video. Don't panic about that. And yeah, so amazing stuff going on. So let's get stuck into the reading, shall we? So I hope you're doing well. Let's see, we'll pull 3 cards for the 2nd to the 8th of December. Cannot believe it's December already. How did that even happen? It's crazy. Right, okay, so taking these because they felt very jumpy. That's what I did, right? At the bottom we've got the King of Moons, which is the King of Cups in this deck. So what's he underlying? What energy is he underlying? We have got the Two of Moons, Two of Cups. We have got Temperance, which we like to see, and we have got the Three of Wands. Now, immediately what came to mind with me when I looked at these cards was it feels like this coming week there's going to be some kind of emotional journey with and in the form of a partnership. Okay, now that doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic partnership. However, the Two of Moons or the Two of Cups kind of indicates that for some of you it may well be. You know, it's the festive period. You know, we're all getting ready for our Christmas nights out, etc., etc. Do not snog your boss, right? Unless you want to, and let's face it, it's not going to be very good, right? Trust me. Take it for somebody that was there. We don't talk about that. Okay. But yeah, so in all seriousness, this week it feels like there is going to be an opportunity to have some emotional soul searching. You know, now if I'm speaking to you and you're listening to this and you're thinking about your ex, please don't text them. Don't message them. They are your ex for a reason, okay? And no good thing ever really happened with texting an ex, right? But it's, for me, it feels very much as this opportunity to grow, to learn. Okay, now some of you may well, like myself, be taking a trip and using that alchemical process of excitement and looking forward to travelling to a trip, to go to a trip, to find that person. Okay, so what it makes me feel like is, and is it the same crown? It's a very similar crown, okay? So remember the King of Moons was at the bottom of the deck, right? So that is that Scorpio energy. And even though we're well into Sagittarius season now, there still might be some residual stuff going on in Scorpio for you. Or you may well be a Scorpio. I don't know. But there feels, and this is a card of Sagittarius, right? So moving on or moving through Temperance in order to get to that person or that thing that you love, that thing that you've decided in the Two of Cups is, right, this week I am going to make moves in order to get to that thing, I'm going to get that crown, essentially, So you've got the road ahead of you, there's some mountains to climb over, etc. But you're aiming for that crown. And the reason I say that is because we have got the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands is that opportunity for things to come to us, right? Now is this the other side of the path? Right? Is this the straight road and you've got to the mountains? And then there's the crown, right? So you'll maybe get your crown, or you'll be on your way to getting the crown. But what happens after that? It's a bit like, right, since we're in the festive period, right? It's a bit like, the fairy tale. Well, what happens after happily ever after? What happens once we get that crown? Where do we go for there? And I think the Three of Wands is that card that is showing up. It's a card that Aries, but it's showing up here. It's the last card in this card pool to show, well, do you know what? There might have been a straight road, a pretty unencumbered road to get the crown. Yeah, there's some mountains and that, but once you get the crown, that's only the beginning of the next journey. It's like a levelling up. It's like an ascension, if you like, It's like you ascend the mountain to get to the crown. And then once you've got the crown, it's like, all right, here's this windy road. Right, for us to really dig into our passions, right? So it's all right. So as it feels like a very emotional week this week. There isn't any air here. There's like water, there's fire, there's lots of fire. So bear that in mind this week. Passions could be running high, and I say passions as opposed to emotions, because it's like people will assume, like, when you say passion, it's like the romantic kind of passion, but it could be like passion because you're really fired up about something. You're really fired up and enthusiastic about something. Might also be just kind of watch that whole expression of anger. We've got Mars playing around and, doing his thing over beside Leo and kind of Cancer. So just be careful of that energy. But I would say overall, looking like a pretty decent week, folks. Just, kind of a wrap up warm if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and get the factor 100 or 200 on if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. But yeah, just have fun this week. See what you can do to have fun. Okay? I will catch you next week. Take really good care of yourself, folks. Bye bye.